Tonight, my speech is on walking tall in Yosemite. And it's an educational speech, as we just learned from one of our masterful Toastmasters that we have here, Lee. It's educational, yet it's also going to be thought-provoking because it's going to give you an idea about something that we have to be all passionate about. And I'm very passionate about the environment. And so now, take this journey with me, because you're all going to become naturalists. And you're going to see Yosemite in a different light, in a different horizon. Something that you're going to be able to go ahead and present and see through this. Let's talk about walking tall in Yosemite. Yosemite is unique because I'm going to talk to you tonight about the giant sequoias and how this prehistoric tree is no longer possibly going to be here, maybe in our lifetime or maybe in our next generation's lifetime, due to the fact that there are changes that are happening globally. The location, there are 28 different groves of these giant trees that are located within our California. There's two species of them. There's the coastal redwoods and there's the giant sequoias. There's a third branch of these types of trees that are found not in California and somewhere else in the world. As you can see, the giant sequoias are located in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. The Sierra Nevada mountain range, what's so unique about this, is uplifted by faulting movement and by subduction, which is taking place in our Earth. So if you put your hands together like this, bend one of the hands down and keep one up, it's the continental plates, both the oceanic, which is a deep plate, which is our Pacific plate, and our continental plate, which is the top one, is being subducted. So our oceanic plate is heavier because it contains basalt. Basalt is a very hard igneous rock, and it's uplifting our Sierra Nevadas. And so therefore, the Sierra Nevadas are a beautiful mountain range because it gives us such a unique geographic area, and the topography is magnificent. You can see down here, this is where we have Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Park, Yosemite, and there's other places within the national park system as well as the national forest where these beautiful trees can be found. So, the trees of the giant sequoias are found in what we call microclimates. They're anywhere between 4,000 and 7,000 feet. Which is unique is that they have to be able to keep within that range. But our global climates are changing. Our temperatures are rising. And it's getting a lot warmer. Therefore, they're seeing a less robust propagation of trees coming up. And our giant sequoias may be going away. They're also found in unique places, such as in these drainage basins, where water coming down from the Sierras get into these meadows, and the root systems of these large trees extend out almost an acre to almost 2 acres underneath the Earth's surface. And that's incredible when I show you the next picture of what they actually look like. This is a cross-section of a giant sequoia. Now, how do you determine the age of a giant sequoia? How do you do that? By counting the rings. That's right. However, scientists have found out that by counting these rings, they found that it's actually inaccurate in their dating of the actual tree, because there is such rapid growth in many of the different years within this tree that they have to count the minute rings, and they have to really take what they call a micro bore through the tree to actually count it and use different phases of what I call electron microscopes to be able to actually see the growth that's taking place within the trees. Many of these trees are anywhere between 2,500 and 3,000 years old. And so it's unique as to the bristlecone pines. The giant sequoias are also as tall or taller than the Statue of Liberty or the United States Capitol building that we have. They range anywhere between 320 to 375 feet. The tallest tree in North America is the General Sherman tree that's in the Grant Grove in Sequoia National Park. This diameter of this tree is over, or I'm sorry, the circumference of the tree is over 85 feet and growing each year. It's magnificent. Trees like this have to survive with fire. The only way this giant sequoia can survive is that the cones must be able to go ahead and use fire to open, and they produce anywhere between 200 to 300 seeds per their cycle of the life cycle of the giant sequoia. And as you can see, the fire would then go ahead and burn all the duff on the ground, which is that layer of soil and dirt that is filled with a lot of leaf litter. And then once it gets down there, the seed will actually go ahead and expand and grow from that point. But it takes fire to do that, to cleanse the soil. These are what the seed cones. They're very, very small. They may look exaggerated in this picture, but the seeds are less than the size of an actual penny, to give you an idea. And there's millions of them that they go ahead and produce. But there may be only one or two out of that whole stand is able to survive. So my question to everybody, is there anything that we can do to save these magnificent trees? Well, our trees, they're impermeable to insects, and they're impermeable to the rest of the world. However, the only way that's going to affect this tree is man itself. We, by our global changes in our environment, is going to limit these microclimates of these beautiful trees, and we may have a prehistoric species that may not be able to exist within our lifetime. Mr. Toastmaster.